Yo, but first, that's sasenkingeni in South Africa. And nowadays, you don't even know which political party to vote for. You don't know. They all turn a blind eye on this issue of illegal immigrants. Sisenkingeni.
Guys, indaba ye-illegal immigrant iyak-affecta as a citizen. Nangu umbutho.
Uma Goenewald amahle. Manibona nje video. Ekhuluma ngokuthi uGoenewald akangavotelwa. Yiba nalesithombe ku gallery yakho. Sixoxa ngezithombe.
Now I see everybody wants to vote for Pieter Goenewald. What's going on, Mzansi?
Is your For You page full of guys, I'm voting for Dr. Goenewald? I am a little bit shocked. But I'm all for this.
You know, in the last video where I was talking about Piet Goenewald, I saw there's this comment that is common there in that video where most South Africans are saying that they're tired. As a South African, I'm also tired. I want change and I want things to run smooth in South Africa. However, we do not need to be emotional, guys. We have to be careful.
Hello and welcome to the channel. Let's get into these stories. Ningi, there is activity galore around the world. Here in Africa, the AFCON is still going on. But in terms of local politics, South Africa's democracy is being tested to the max. I'm telling you, this year, everywhere you go, you will be seeing Freedom Front Plus promotional videos left, right, and center. And what is shocking is the flag that is associated with it. Kwenzakalani, guys? Is this a campaign or is this genuine reactions from people? We'll take a look at the thoughts and sentiments around this campaign that is heating up. Of course, it all allegedly, of course, stems from the shortcomings of the ANC to govern the country. Now, this is where the Freedom Front comes in and paints themselves as the solution for law, order, and service delivery. It started out as a joke on social media because of how he was going on about his job as the Minister of Correctional Services, and it turns out that somebody decided to run this as a campaign. What are your thoughts on this? We'll take a look at the sentiments around all of this, those that are for and those that are against. Please let me know what your thoughts are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up. Let's take a look at these videos further.
Guys, we are told that white this, white that. I want to know, please, this is a question. How many black leaders live in black-dominated areas, except for Mama Winnie Mandela, if I'm not mistaken? How many of their children attend the same black-dominated areas?
Sanbonani, ngiyengizwe kuthiwa the truth shall set you free. So lalela mntu omnyama. I have one question. This is Dr. Pieter Goenewald. Can we trust him? Do you trust him? Is he the champion of abantu abamnyama? Is he the hero of South Africa? Will he save us?
If anybody thinks in South Africa that you can take the land without compensation, you're living in a dream. Let me put it quite frankly to you. If you want to start a civil war in South Africa, do that. Do that.
Uma Goenewald amahle. Yiba nalesithombe ku gallery yakho. Sixoxa ngezithombe. Bengisacabanga nje ukuthi sizothini kulabantu abasigxekayo. We have made up our minds. Faka isithombe uthi akube njalo. Phelile. Ngifuna mangifika kulama video abantu abathi Goenewald uyabheda ngifike ngifice izithombe nje se5 plus.
Let me say something that a lot of people are scared to say, because some of us are saying South Africa is full of double standards. No, really, no. South Africa is full of double standards. People proudly voted for Jacob Zuma, a man surrounded by corruption scandals, state capture, court cases, sexual misconduct accusations, and chaos. And today, those same people complain that the country has collapsed. We even have ex-convicts in politics, for heaven's sake. People who literally went to prison, now sitting in government offices and running municipalities. And somehow, that's okay. But the minute somebody mentions Dr. Peter Goenewald, suddenly it's a no. He defended Afrikaners. He was part of a party that supported apartheid. He can never be trusted. Listen, I'm not saying forget about the past. Apartheid was painful. It was unjust. It damaged millions of lives. But here's my question. How can we forgive thieves, looters, and criminals who destroyed the future of our children? We shout forgiveness when it suits us and never forgive when it doesn't. We say everyone deserves a second chance until we emotionally don't like someone. Then suddenly, second chances disappear. That is not justice. That is emotional politics. And emotional politics is destroying this country. Let's be honest. We didn't punish corruption. We rewarded it. We didn't reject incompetence. We voted for it. The people of South Africa voted for incompetence. We didn't demand results. We clapped hands. We clapped our hands for slogans instead of results. And now we are shocked. We are shocked the country is falling apart. Leadership should be about competence, discipline, results, integrity, law and order, and not skin color, not struggle songs, not who shouts the loudest. You can disagree with Dr. Goenewald. You can debate his history, his ideas, his policies. That is democracy. But to say corrupt politicians are fine, ex-convicts are fine, but he will never even consider someone who defended his own minority community in history. That is not thinking. That is revenge politics.
Funny how some people think that the Freedom Fund Plus manifesto, their policy, it's like a classwork whereby you can just wipe the whiteboard and do corrections. No, it's not. So those black South Africans who are saying, no, we are voting for Freedom Fund Plus, okay, you go for it, né? But don't come to us crying. And don't you dare think that the Freedom Fund Plus will change their manifesto just to accommodate you. No ways.
Angeke sivume ukuconvincewa ngabantu ukuthi singavotela abelungu. Angeke sivume ukuconvincewa ngabantu ukuthi sihambe yabo. So njengamanje kubalekile thina asifocuseni kulento esithi sifocusa kuyo. Siphumene ebantwini abamnyama singenene ebelungwini. Ngiyezwa bathi hayi abelungu abasifuni ba right abelungu bangasifuni mawuthi abasifuni. But into engisho ngayo mina kunezindawo la ezifana namalokishi ezifana noSoweto ezifana noThembisa, lezo lokishi lezi zakreatwa ngabelungu, lezo zindlu zama-RDP zenziwa ngabelungu, imigwaqo yenziwa ngabelungu, izinto eziningi apha eSouth Africa ezikhona esizaziyo thina zenziwa ngabelungu. Yabo uzositshela ukuthi wena umlungu angawenzela uforum akunika uforum bese ngije ukuthi akakufundi umuntu. No, into angayifuni umlungu ilento eniyenzayo, ile corruption eniyenzayo, ile zinto ezirong, ubugebengu nani. Umlungu akazwani ke nalento. Umlungu uthanda safety, yabo. That is why before kuzophatha umuntu omnyama isafety eSouth Africa bekuyinto beyihamba phambili. Yabo isafety njengamanje akuna safety manje. Awukho safe even usendlini, hlela endlini manje ungangena umuntu la ngikhiphela ibhama ngidubula ngibulala and then icase yakho iphele kanjalo nje. Thuleke nje kanjalo bese wena uthi hayi no abantu abamnyama ba right. Abantu abamnyama bazicabangela bona njengamanje kubalekile thina ukuthi siphume sivotele bani, sivotele lo baba lo, simvotele bafethu singabe nendaba ukuthi abantu bazothini because yazi bazokhuluma because bayazi ukuthi mangabe kuphatha belungu abasazokwazi ukwenza lama corruption, abasazokwazi ukuphusha lendlela abaphusha ngayo, yabo. So thina njengamanje siyaphuma la and manje esayenza convince abagogo lemagama batshela ukuthi hey ingane zenu azisebenzi, sihleli ingane zenu kwazi ukuthi izingene ema-university, ingane zenu zinama degree, zinama diploma but asisebenzi, so bakuconvince manje. Sikhathele thina ile ndaba labantu abamnyama lo busy manje kuthiwa hey wena usasemncane umncane kuphi wena umdala wena manje uhlala ebackroom komunye umuzi womunye umuntu uyarenta laphana awunayo indlu but lokuthi wena hey abelungu niyazi ukuthi basenzana abelungu babenikeza abantu izindlu uyayibona leyo nto so bafethu abelungu bangcono angazi times 50.
We have to weigh our options. I understand that we are in this difficult predicament, and it's because of the African National Congress, yes, because they were careless. They were given government and they became careless. They did exactly what their predecessors did, which is the apartheid system, right? The apartheid system was stealing, guys, broad daylight. They were stealing, they were corrupt, they were stealing money. That's why most of them are still rich till this day. They enriched themselves. And then another thing is that they were providing for the white people of South Africa. The apartheid system, they took as much as they can and they took for their people. The ANC, the leaders took for themselves and left the people behind. That's why the people are frustrated. I understand why South Africans are frustrated, but in our frustration as black people, let's be careful, especially when it comes to voting. For some of you that insist, that's like, I'm going to vote for Goenewald. Go and read the manifesto of the Freedom Front Plus. And it's not going to change, by the way, if they get into power. Because some of you I think you just speak for the sake of speaking. Secondly, some of you are very gullible. Right. If the wind is going left, you go left. If the wind is going right, you go in right. You have a cell phone, Google these things for yourself. Go and read the manifesto of the Freedom Front Plus, guys. You guys want to experiment. And let me tell you something, one term in South Africa, it's 5 years. That's half a decade. I'm not willing to take chances. Now, to the black organizations like African National Congress, MKP, the Economic Freedom Fighters, and the other ones, Inkatha Freedom Parties and them, you guys, your problem is you have ego, arrogance, and you're wasting our time as black South Africans.
Well, there you have it. Those are some of the thoughts and sentiments coming through there. What are your thoughts on this? Please do follow them on various social media platforms to get a broader sense of their contributions to this topic. And also, some of them rather have been shortened to keep this video a little bit shorter. As you can see, it's already long. South Africa's democracy is also getting tested locally as well. We are seeing action galore. Never mind what Elon Musk is saying on social media, well, on his platform X. He's really torching the South African government because of Starlink. Now, that is another factor. We are seeing that even with our political parties, activity galore. What is going on with the Freedom Front Plus? Is this a paid campaign, or are people genuinely considering it as a solution to South Africa's way forward? At this point, even the white people on social media are concerned at the amount of, videos and comments around Goenewald. Let me know what your sentiments are down below. Please give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you on the next video.